Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel.
You got two little horns and they give me a little
So I haven't been uploading a lot because I've been working and I haven't had the time to record or edit some videos. And yeah, so today I was off and I decided to do a video, a story time, another one. I think it's the second one in my channel, but I decided to do this because I think I'm ready to talk about it. And you know, so today we're gonna talk about the time I lost my first baby this year, man. So yeah, I'm nervous, like really nervous. But I think it's the time already I talked to someone, well, to all of you guys, because it's been a long year for me. It's still hard, like it's really hard to talk about it with people face to face, because it wasn't, I didn't expect that I lost the baby and I only had 1 month. So yeah, so my wife and I decided to have a baby when we got here to Lowell, and we started seeing like everything was going the correct way. We started to have our own apartment, our own car, we had a job, so we thought we were ready for it. So I started searching on Google to check if I could find some fertility clinic so I can conceive to have the baby. I don't know the correct word. So I found the clinic and I called the clinic and asked, information like people do, and they told us they couldn't accept the insurance I had. So they told us we have to pay every single appointment every single visit we had in the clinic. So we got every information we needed. We didn't know with every single thing that she told us, and it was a lot of money. So we started saving some money from the tips and from our checks. And when we saved all the money, well, some of it, like half of it, I think it was half of it. It was time for my appointment because they made us an appointment for the first visit. When it was gonna be time for the visit, we didn't have the rest of the money, so we had to get a loan and blah blah blah. That's a whole another thing. So we went to so the day of the appointment got here, the first appointment, and our friend took us because by that time we didn't know a lot of this state, because we're from Puerto Rico and we got here not much ago. by that time. And so she took us, and the first visit is just to ask if I have any, how you call that? To talk about the payments and to talk about that my insurance didn't cover everything. We talk about that I had to pay everything from my money, my personal money, and what else? Oh, they asked us if we were married. We said no, because at that time we wasn't married. And we said no, so he was cool with it. He asked if she was gonna be the second mother, and we said yeah. And then he asked, I think he asked me if I was the one who was gonna carry the baby. When I was in Puerto Rico, we used to talk about that we wanted kids, but she told me she wanted it to me to be the first one to carry the baby, because from her side, my sister-in-law already have a baby, so my mother-in-law already have a grandkid, and just because I'm the oldest at my side, we decided that I was going to be the next one to carry the baby, so I can give my parents a grandbaby. Anyways, so we talk a lot about that. I think they took some blood from me to check if I wasn't sick. They sent it to the labs so they can check if I was sick or something. I end up with pre-diabetes by that time. The second appointment, it was my real appointment. So they took some blood tests. They sent me to the ultrasound room. They check if my eggs were right. I had a lot. I was good with my eggs. I was okay. I had enough to conceive. And technically all the rest of the appointments, it was just ultrasounds, talking about the next step, talking if we were gonna get married. By the time I was in my 5th appointment, they told me I had to drink a pill, and it's like a hormone, and I had to drink it, I think it's for 7 days or 5 days. After I finished the pill, I had to go back the day after I finished drinking my last pill to check if my uterus is big enough so they can do the insemination, my IVF appointment. So I went there. They did an ultrasound again, and they told me the day. Oh, they told me that 3 days later I had to pinch my stomach with a needle with some type of medicine, is to make me ovulate. I think it was. So I did that, and then after that I went to my last appointment, and they told me when it was my IVF. So it was the day of my IVF, and I was so excited. I think I have a photo. I'm gonna put it right there when it was my IVF. I don't want to start crying. They did the IVF, and so they told me to lay down and put my feet up so they can put the specimen, you know what I mean, to put the specimen inside of me, obviously. And after that, I had to wait 10 minutes until I can get up and go home. They gave me instructions about how I had to take showers. I couldn't take a bath. I just had to take showers, and quick showers, like literally quick showers. It couldn't be like a 30-minute shower. It had to be like 5 minutes or 10, and it couldn't be with hot water. Like, I shower with hot water. I was suffering. I had to take showers with cold water, and I had to eat healthy. I had to walk a lot, not walk a lot, like I had to walk, but not this line. I couldn't cross that line walking. It's like, it was stressful. I had to like take my sick days because I couldn't work. They didn't want me to work. It was a stressful process, but I was so excited because, you know. So like 2 weeks later or 3, I did a home pregnancy test, and I'm gonna put it here. And it was positive. Our whole world changed when I saw that positive test. And a funny story, we spent like $100 on pregnancy test because I couldn't like believe it. We bought like every single company, every single brand of pregnancy test. I had CVS ones, I had Clear Blue, I had Clear Blue, the, oh my god, the one that said pregnant. I had that one. I had another type, it was a cheap one I had from the Dollar Tree. Anyways, I took one. So the first one I took, it was the CVS one, and I took one in the morning, and then I think one afternoon or night. Both were positive. And it was amazing. So yeah, I couldn't tell nobody. I was so excited to tell someone. So I just decided to call my mom. My mom didn't answer me, and I was so pissed. She can tell you guys that. I was so pissed. But anyways, I sent her the picture, and then I think she called me, or she texted me back saying, oh my god. And she said she was excited, but we had to wait into the papers, I hear, and all of that. But by that time I already felt pregnant. I was nauseous. I vomited. I think it was 3 times a day, like literally. After I ate, I always vomited. So I was, I already know I was pregnant, and my body changed like fast, like, so I was waiting for my appointment, and like 2 days before my appointment, 2 days before my appointment, the 21, March or May, March 21, I told my grandma, almost all my family, and it was amazing. That feeling that everybody knew I was pregnant, that everybody was happy. We needed that in our life, in our lives. I'm gonna start crying. I don't wanna cry. I'm gonna let a video probably on the whole screen or right over here. I'm not sure.
¡Embuche! ¡No me digas! Espérate, mami, porque yo le dije a ella, espera hasta el lunes que te saque la sangre para que estés seguro. Esperemos que sí, que no le digan que... No va a caer, porque mira. Todo el mundo mirando, digo, ¿qué le pasa a esta señora que está gritando ahí?
Pues tenemos que esperar al lunes a que le hagan examen de sangre, pero vas a hacer tití.
Are you all my personal dreams?
Because I didn't want to wait until I had the picture of the baby or something. And I remember I was talking to her, and I told her I was pregnant, and she was excited. And a customer came to my work, and I was taking his order, and I put my phone on the desk, on the counter, and I think I was gonna get a donut or something, because I work at Dunkin's. So yeah, I was gonna get a donut or something, I don't remember, and my feet got like tangled, and I was gonna fall. I was gonna fall in my face, but I like push myself to fall in my back, and it was the worst thing I could do. It was the worst thing I did, because I fall in my butt. So anyways, that day, after that, I felt good. I didn't felt nothing. I felt like a little bit of tinglings on my like down my belly, and it was weird, but I didn't like think something worse could happen, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't felt bad at the moment. So I was sad all afternoon. When I got home, my mom and my dad was supposed to go come here and put something up that they gifted me for my TV. And everybody was asking like, are you okay? Why you have a face? Everybody thought that I was arguing with my wife, but it wasn't like that. I was just like thinking and like a little bit sad. I don't know why, because I felt it good. So by the night, like at 11, I felt it weird. So I started running. I felt it like something was coming out. So I started running to the bathroom, and when I checked myself, I was bleeding a little bit. I knew something was wrong by that time, because I wasn't supposed to bleed. Anyways, I called my wife, and I don't want to cry. I called my wife, and I I told her what was happening. And I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Like, I don't want to. Like, I feel ready to talk about this situation. Like, we went to the hospital. At that time, I called my grandmother and told her what was happening. So we went to the hospital, and I told the counter lady what was going on, and I told her Roxy was my wife, and that we did an IVF treatment, and that that day I fell in my work and I was bleeding. I told her that I fell at work, but I wasn't bleeding at the moment, but now I am. So they did the vitals. They checked me the vitals, they took my urine and all of that. Can you believe that I was at the hospital in a room for 5 hours, and they didn't did shit. They didn't did shit. They said that the machines were down, that they couldn't check me that they were like literally, they were being homophobic, like for real. Like if you know that, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Like if you know that some girl is fucking pregnant, why you're telling her that the ultrasound machines are down? Like you're a fucking hospital. Just because I'm lesbian, it doesn't mean you could treat me like that. I'm a whole human. I'm carrying a baby, and you're gonna treat me like that? I just started crying, and I told her that send me home. I wasn't bleeding by that time. I didn't bleed. By the time I left home, I wasn't bleeding. When I got home, like an hour later, I think I was so stressed. I think I was so stressed that when I went to the bathroom, I heard that the poop, and I already knew it was the baby because I already knew it was that, so I bleed for a whole day. Like after that, I just bleeded like for half a day. And after that, I stopped. After half a day, I stopped. And this literally has been the worst feeling I had since my cousin passed away. The second thing I hate. I've been in depression. I've been, I'm always sad. This is it's like for any girl that had been through this, I know what you're feeling. And I know sometimes we feel, because I know we feel like there's nobody there with us. Like nothing matters. But literally we're not alone. We have people, we have our parents, we have our partners, we have our brothers, some friends that comfort you, that feel what you felt even though it wasn't them. And thank God I had all the support of my family, all the support of my friends. I'm grateful for all of them. Really, for real. I'm grateful for all of them, even though I don't say nothing to nobody, to none of them. I'm so grateful that I had them in all this process, and I still have them, even though sometimes I shut down because I feel bad about what happened, because it was technically my fault. It wasn't something like, it was some part of my fault, but some part of the hospital, because if it wasn't for me falling, I didn't have to go to the hospital and deal with homophobic people. Anyways, this video was a hard thing to do, but sometime, some year, some month, I'm gonna get over it, and I'm gonna just remember the first time I was pregnant. Hopefully soon I'm gonna start the treatment again, and I'm gonna try to do like vlogs about the appointments. Probably. I'm not gonna promise nothing. If not, I'm gonna just record and just put it in a whole video, in just one video, and you're gonna see every process if I don't do it like a vlog. But hopefully I'm gonna start again, and hopefully I get pregnant again, and I pray to God that I do, because I can't wait for this moment. I want this moment. I need this moment. And yeah, that was my story time of the day, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like this video. Comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on, like, and I'll see you in my next video. And hopefully soon, because I really had to create content.